we're in a recession. That's just the fact of it. And I will be lying if I tell you that we're not. We are in a recession. You know, the economy is harder. If you're in the UK, in the US, Nigeria, Canada, we are all feeling the pinch. Energy bills have gone up, you know, thanks to the Russian war and a few other factors. Our electric, gas, heating bills have gone up. Everything has skyrocketed. Things are more expensive in the stores. You know, I could go on, but you get the message. Things are more expensive. And that also means that it's harder to save. It's harder to put away money because we are stretching and scrimping and just trying to make ends meet. But because we are people who are dedicated to building financial freedom, we still want to save. We still want to save something. You know, I still want to save something. And I'm assuming you are on this video because you also want to save something. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 12 recession-proof, 12 or 13 even, recession-proof saving tips to help you save despite even though the recession is hitting hard. These tips are going to help you save. If you are dedicated to them, if you commit yourself to using these tips and hacks, they are going to help you save. If you are new to my channel, my name is Ronke Odewumi, and this is the Bulletproof Life channel, where we bulletproof our lives, our careers, our money. In this recession, we bulletproof ourselves. So let's get right into it. What are the 12, 13 tips I have for you that will help you save in this recession? I guarantee if you follow them, they will help you save. The first tip I have for you is to meal prep. You need to meal prep your food and bring your own food. That's like a 2-in-1, you know? You meal prep means that you prepare the meals you are going to eat beforehand. You prep them, put them in bowls in the fridge. You cook and you put them in bowls. You cook a little bit more than you need. When you cook for dinner on a Monday, you don't just cook what you need for Monday because energy bills and what you are cooking with is gas, is electric. You cook more than enough, and then you put some away in bowls that you can take to work the next day. The second thing you do in terms of meal prep is that you have dedicated meal prep. So you're not just cooking more than enough, which is the first step. You're sitting down, planning your meal for the week, and then cooking and prepping for the meal. So you're for the week. So you have, you know, a bowl of rice, some vegetables, then the same vegetables you can use for couscous, and then you cook some pasta and you make some pasta sauce, and that pasta sauce is also good for some spaghetti, and then you have some pasta sauce with a wrap, or you have some chili con carne with rice. You know, you mix up the content of your bowls, but you prep everything early, put them into bowls, and then you have your lunch for the week. The benefit of meal prepping is that it reduces waste. It allows you to maximize the things you buy. So if you go into store and you buy some minced meat, or you buy some lettuce, you don't use half of it today and you forget the rest in the fridge and it goes bad. Or you cook some of the minced meat, you leave the rest in the fridge or the freezer, and then you forget about it, and by the time you come back, you're not willing to eat it anymore because it's looking funny. You know, so when you buy something in the store, you bulk cook, you cook everything, say on a Sunday or a Saturday, and you've prepped for the week. What that also means is that you're not eating out at work. A lot of us have gone back to work 3, 4, 5 days a week, even because, you know, those employers, they're not giving what they're supposed to give, but we've gone back to work. So what that means is that now we are eating lunch at work, we are buying lunch at work. We are not going to buy lunch at work. You know, we are going to save in a way that is recession proof, and that is why you are going to meal prep and take your own food to work. The second tip I have for you is also tied to the first one. So if you're somebody who doesn't like cooking, you know I'm coming for you. And this second one is to say cook more. Cook more, which means less takeaway, less eating out, less restaurant trips. You are going to cook more. I always advise that you don't have to be a good cook at everything. Who has time? You don't have to know how to cook 20 different things. Who has time? You need to know how to cook 2 good lunch meals and 2 good dinner meals that you like. If you know how to cook those things, you will always be able to give yourself lunch and dinner. Cook more. Find something that you like eating a lot and learn how to make it. If you're like me and you're a fan of rice, and you're a fan of couscous, or you're a fan of spaghetti or pasta meals, you learn how to cook those things that you're a fan of. If you are somebody who loves salads, learn how to cook, or learn how to put together, not cook, learn how to put together 2 or 3 different kinds of salad so that you have meals. So that's my second tip for you. You need to learn to cook more. My third tip is for the ladies, largely, and it's for you to DIY your hair and your nails. Remember during COVID, when we were all in lockdown, we were all doing DIY hair, we were doing DIY nails. Now that lockdown has gone, we've started going to the salon again. We started going to hairdressers to do complicated styles and all sorts of clippings and all sorts of things, as if the YouTube videos that taught us how to do our hair during the COVID period, as if they've been deleted. They've not been deleted. Those videos are still on YouTube. And another super secret hack when it comes to DIY hair and nails is TikTok. TikTok is great for finding out how to do particular hairstyles, how to do your own hair. The hair I'm wearing right now, I did it myself. I've been doing my hair myself for years. There's no looking back. I've not been to a salon in a long time, and I've been showing up hair. Sometimes I'm wearing a wig, sometimes I'm wearing crochet hair, sometimes I'm wearing something that I've braided down myself. So your hair skills will improve over time. But I'm here to tell you a great way to save money in this recession period is to DIY your hair and your nails. Those nails, there are polish that you can buy that are like gel, and you wear them and they look nice and you look good, and you don't have to go to a nail parlor to queue up to spend 50 to 70 pounds to do your nails. And you can also buy stick-on nails if you're somebody who likes to wear nails, and buy stick-on nails. There are some stick-on nails now that last even a week. Some even last over a week if you're not somebody who is always in and out of the kitchen cooking and washing your hands constantly like some of us. Your nails will last and last and last, and there are so many tricks to putting them on in a way that will help them last. You just have to go online to look at them. So the third saving tip I have for you is for you to DIY your hair and your nails. Number 4, if you're somebody who likes to read, you're a bibliophile, you like books, and so you're always buying books, I have a tip for you. Get a library card and use it. Yes, I'm not saying you shouldn't buy books, but get a library card so that you can supplement the books you are buying. So that instead of buying 5 books, you buy 1 book that you really want to own, and you borrow 4 from the library and read them. Do you know how quickly you go through books if you're somebody who likes reading? Do you know how quickly you go through books? Like this, you go through them. So go to the library and borrow books. This applies also to study material. If you are somebody who is studying for an exam or you are studying for a course, don't be so quick to go and buy a book. Get a library card and go to a library and get the book. If you cannot get the book from your local library, there are bigger libraries that have a larger amount of books that you can borrow, or that you can stay in the library to read, and they can allow you to make copies of the pages that are important to you. That is for the students. That is if your university doesn't have a good enough library, which I doubt. I'm sure your university will have a good library where you can borrow study books, but just in case it doesn't and you have to go to a public library, you will be able to make copies of the pages that you need. So that is my next tip for you. Get a library card and use it. Another good tip for you that is recession proof is for you to change grocery stores. Yes, change grocery stores. If you are someone that has not discovered the magic of Aldi and Lidl and Asda and stores that cost a bit less, and you are still shopping at the high-end stores, you are still going to Sainsbury's and Waitrose for everything, I'm here to tell you to try something else. Try another store. Try another store. For most things, I promise you, you can get a cheaper version at Aldi or Lidl without compromising quality, especially for things like kitchen tissue, toilet tissue, cleaning liquid. My sister, my brother, go to Aldi, go to Lidl, go to Rema, go to the stores that are cheaper, that are affordable. Everything is not Whole Foods. Sometimes you want to go to your local grocery store if you're in the US instead of going to Whole Foods or going to the pricier ones. So that's my next tip for you. You should try and switch out your grocery stores or try out the cheaper grocery stores. There's no award for saying, oh, I buy all my food at Waitrose. There's no award. In this recession, we're looking to save, and that is a great tip that will help you save. So this next one, I'm not coming for you, I promise. I'm not coming for you. And I always like to caveat these things by telling you that as I'm sitting here now, I'm wearing makeup. As I'm sitting here now, I take care of my skin. I have a good skin regime. I take care of my skin, I cleanse morning and night, I wash my face, I use my serums, I do the whole lot. Well, I'm here to tell you that you should stop investing in beauty products. Yes, I'm telling you, don't invest in beauty products anymore. Buy what you need. You know, when it comes to makeup, like I said in one of my videos that's already on my channel about the fashion and beauty industry, they've sold it to us that we need more. You need to have 3 different concealers and 3 different foundations and 3 different eyeshadow palettes and 20 eyeshadow palettes and 20 bottles of perfume. No, you don't need to. You don't need to invest in beauty products. You need 1 or 2 of each item and you are good. You shouldn't open your cupboards and you have 3 or 4 bottles of air conditioner waiting to be used. Why are you investing in air conditioner? Why do you have 6 bottles of shampoo in your locker waiting to be used? No, that's money that you can save, that you have invested in beauty products. So no more investing in beauty products. You need to save that money. Another good tip for you, which is also good for your health, is for you to walk more, bike more, drive less. Because the thing that fuel is saying right now in filling stations, when you fill your car, you feel like telling your car, drink it slowly, oh. Drink it slowly. It's not the time for you to be thirsty. Drink slowly. And it's because of how much fuel is costing. A good way to cut the cost of fuel is for you to walk more and bike more. Don't be so quick to jump into your car for that 2-minute journey. You know, put on your trainers and go out of the house and walk. Put on your nice coat. You know, if it's a little bit cold, put on a pair of gloves. You know, put on a scarf, wrap it around your neck, get yourself really warm, and go for that walk. You know, go for a walk, and it'll save money on fuel. You don't always have to drive a car everywhere. And if you have a bicycle, get on it and ride that bicycle, you know, when you go out. Also, you can carpool. If you have a friend that's going out and you're going out as well, you can catch a ride with them. You can carpool. Today is your car, tomorrow is your friend's car, and that way both of you save fuel. Another thing you can do is to combine your journeys. If you are going to a particular part of town, do everything that needs to be done in that part of town. Align your appointments, you know, in that part of town. You are somebody who lives in Kent. You want to go to London. Everything that needs to be done in central London that you are going to that weekend, do it. If you are going to go to London from Kent on that particular trip, do everything that needs to be done and go back. Not that you show up in Kent on Saturday, in London on Saturday from Kent. Then Sunday again, you are back in again, driving 1.5 hours from wherever you are into central London. And you have done that trip 2 or 3 times in one weekend. And then when you start to fill the car, you will not be frowning. The reason why you are frowning is because you're driving your car too much. So a good tip I have for you to save money in this recession is to walk more, bike more, carpool, and combine activities in specific areas when you drive around in your car. Another good saving tip I have is for you to thrift. You can thrift. You can visit the charity shops to pick up things. You know, there are some things that I consider strictly charity shop purchases. They are strictly thrifting purchases. And a good example is games. If I wanted to buy a board game, do I go into Corey's or a store like that or order it from Amazon? No, I go to the charity shops. Why? Because some people who have raised kids before me, or some people who have had big families before me, who no longer have young kids or no longer have big families, have dumped their games in charity shops. If you go to the charity shops, you will find loads and loads and loads of games, board games, Scrabble, Monopoly, everything you can pick up from the charity shop. It's a good idea to always ask yourself if this is something you can purchase in a charity shop or in a thrift store before going into, you know, a store where you're going to get it brand new. Thrift stores are also great for books. They are great for books. I've picked up a huge dictionary from a thrift store for my daughter, and she uses it to do her English learnings. When she's, you know, paging through the dictionary and she's been a little bit rough, I'm not standing there thinking of, this girl, why are you doing that? Because I bought that dictionary for 50p. It was not even £1, it was 50p. So there are some things I consider thrift purchases. You need to try and thrift sometimes. You know, in addition to books and games, children's toys are also things you can pick up from thrift stores. You know how children are with toys. Today they like it, Tomorrow, that toy is not raining anymore. They don't want to see it. Today is Barbie, tomorrow is Ken, another day is Paw Patrol. So you can go to charity shops or thrift stores and pick up toys. There are other parents who have suffered ahead of you, and they've brought those toys to the thrift stores to clear out their houses. And you get there and you find, a big toy and it's just 50. Sometimes I will even take my daughters along, and they would pick one or two, and I'll say, you can have only one, you can have only two, and you take it to put it in the washing machine, give it a good wash, add some Dettol, disinfect this toy before you give it to your children. Of course, don't disinfect them with sprays, because then it will get into your children's system. You need to wash them if they are washable. If they are not washable, then a little bit of soap and water and wipe them down, and those toys are good to go. So you need to consider thrift stores. And sometimes you can also find nice clothes in thrift stores. The reason why I'm not emphasizing thrift stores for clothing is that I believe that the thrift stores have even caught on. They realize now that people are shopping them, so even their clothes are expensive. I got there the other day and I saw a jumper and it was 50 pounds, and I was thinking, in a thrift store. So I wouldn't say go thrifting for clothes, no, but there are lots of things you can get from a thrift store that's not even clothes. So add thrifting to the list of shops you will visit when you want to pick up bits and bobs, because we are trying to save in this recession we are in. Another good tip for you is for you to wait for the sales. So you want to buy something, you need something, or you want something, you really want it. It's not a need. Most of the time, the things we pick up from sales, they are not needs. It's an extra pair of jeans, it's a top, it's a pair of shoes. So make a list of the things you want. You can even save them. A lot of apps and websites, if you log in, will allow you to save things in your favorite. So you save it in your favorite and you wait for the sales. We just had a period of sales this January. The January sales have just finished. But there are more sales around the corner. You can wait for sales. There's something called delayed gratification. And in this period, we are adults. We're going to delay. We are not, children. Even children are learning to wait. They wait for Santa. They start counting down from September, October. They start telling you Santa is coming, Christmas is coming. And the children have learned to wait for their Christmas gifts, for months. Delayed gratification. So if children can do it, you can do it too. So you can wait for the sales. That's your own version of Christmas. Make a note of the things you want. Save them somewhere. Take a picture of them. Keep them somewhere. And when the sales come around, you can get them for cheaper than you would have if you had gone for them at full price. Sometimes around November, you get the Black Friday furniture, electronic sales. If you go online and Google it, there are platforms that will tell you what to buy in different months. We all know that, for example, Christmas things are best bought in January after Christmas. So you can wait for the particular month where they are selling the thing you want cheaper, and you can go for it. So that's a good tip I'm giving you again, is for you to wait for the sales or wait for the preferred month to make a purchase. Some of us like having fun, and that's a fact. It doesn't matter how much there's a recession, we're going to find ways to have fun. And I'm here for that. I like fun myself. I like to do fun things. And that is why this particular tip is going to help. Do the fun thing midweek. Yes. Don't wait till Saturday and Sunday before you go and watch that movie, because it's going to cost more. There's that thing they do on Tuesdays where they do 2 for 1 price on the Tuesday, Girls Wednesday or Girls Thursday. You can go and watch a movie during the week. A lot of us work from home 1 or 2 days a week, and some of you are still at home 5 days a week. I won't tell you how jealous I am of that. But some of us are at home 5 days a week. Some are even home 2 days a week. But you see, that day when you are home, it means that you can close at 5, and your 5 is your 5 because there's no commute. So if you close at 5 p.m., then you can go and get a movie ticket and go to the cinema with your friend or alone, or with your girlfriend, or with your partner, or with your children, and go and catch that movie. In addition to catching movies with midweek, you can also go out for dinner if you absolutely must midweek. So instead of waiting till Saturday for that family dinner out, why can't your family dinner out be on a Wednesday when the drinks are 2 for 1? Why can't it be on a Tuesday when starters are free, or when children go free? So think about having your fun midweek. Have no spend months. This one can be hard, but it's always hardest the first month you do it. And I've done it before. And it's when you have a month when you are not buying anything. Apart from groceries and paying your bills and the things that you need, you're not making any purchase. No clothes, no shoes, No, nothing. No accessories. You're not doing home decor. Nothing. No spend months. I think we should all have no spend months at least twice a year. You cannot spend every month of every year shopping. That's just pure consumerism, and we are here to nip it in the bud. I'm here to nip it in the bud. I'm here to tell you that you should not do it. So you should have 1 month every year, or 2 when you're not spending anything. Now, if it's hard for you to go at it for like a whole month, start with a no spend week. That's how I started. Start with a no spend week. 1 whole week when nothing is moving you. The wallet is not coming out. You're not buying any shoes. It doesn't matter what's on sale. It doesn't matter who's selling it. You're not buying anything. So have no spend months and no spend weeks to help you save and hold on to your money a bit more. That's because I'm assuming that you've automated your bills and you've automated the important expenses and you have a budget. But you know that extra money that you have in your hands for living, you can even stretch it more by having a no spend month. Another point that would help you save in this recession is for you to buy only what you need. It's okay for you to buy only what you need. You know, and the question I always ask myself is, do I need it? If I don't buy this, what will happen? What will happen? If nothing is going to happen, it's not a need. Yes, nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to happen apart from the fact that you're going to be sad, and you're going to be in your feelings, and you're going to be navel gazing and just unhappy. No, that's not what I mean. Nothing is going to happen. Like, you're not going to be out of the home, you're not going to be cold, you're not going to be hungry, you're not going to be kicked out of school, you know, you're not going to, all of those things. If it's not going to impact your life, then it's probably not a need. And if it's not a need, you don't have to buy it. Honestly, you don't have to buy it. So in this period where we're trying to save, a recession-proof tip to help you save is for you to buy only what you need. I'm not going to go into the whole conversation of deciding needs versus wants, because that's the whole thing. But you know, deep down in your heart, you will know when you ask yourself the question, is this a need? And if I don't buy it, what does it impact? That's a good way to check if something is a need. And that brings me to the very last point. This is the last point because it's a point that's really biting. It's really biting. I mean, in a decent household now, weekly electric bill, weekly gas bill is hitting £200. There are people that are paying £800 a month for electricity and gas. So that is why this is my last point, because I want to leave it with you and leave it for you so that you have it in your mind. And it's for you to lower the temperature. Lower the temperature. If you notice something about me as I'm sitting here, well, what can you notice? I'm wearing a cardigan. I'm inside my house. You can see that I'm inside my house and I'm wearing a cardigan inside my house. You know why? Because the temperature is lowered. You know why? Because I'm watching my electric and gas bill. You know why? Because I want to save. You know why? Because we are in a recession, sis. We're in a recession, bro. So lower that temperature. 1 degree lowered temperature can impact your bill considerably, up to 20%, lowering from 20 to like 18 degrees. That 2 degrees, it can make a lot of difference over a whole year. So I'm here to tell you the last tip I have for you is to lower the temperature. Put on a pair of socks. I'm wearing socks now. Put on the cardigan like I'm doing right now. Make yourself that cup of tea. Keep warm and keep moving. Of course, if you're somebody who is working from home 5 days a week, a good way to reduce your electric bill is simply to lower your temperature properly, put your laptop in a bag, and go over to a coffee shop, have a cup of coffee, and spend the whole day there and do your job. That is a good trick that you can work with if you're somebody who doesn't mind working outside the home. And if you really want to save that energy bill and your office is not a far commute from you, so that you're not, spending in commute cost what you're going to save in electric bill, you can always go into the office 2 or 3 days a week, so that it allows you to turn down the temperature and save on your bill. And that brings me to the end of this video, where I've now shared with you 12 or 13, I've lost count, amazing ways, easy ways for you to save money quickly in this recession period. If you are somebody on a low income, this is a good video for you. If you are somebody who has a decent income but a lot of expenses, this is a good video for you. If you are somebody who is just trying to get on their feet, you just started a new job and you're just trying to find your feet and save money, this is a good video for you. I hope you will use these tips. I hope you would recession proof your savings by taking some of these tips. I hope you are planning to get a library card in the next few days or weeks. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do it by pressing the red button that's coming up on the screen now. This will allow you to get notifications every time I share a new video. I try to share videos every week. I aim for Mondays, but sometimes, you know, life gets in the way and I don't get a video out on a Monday. I get out on a Tuesday or on a Wednesday. And you want to get notification that Ronke's video is out so that you can watch it and you can, you know, have a chat with me, drop a comment, learn a lesson, do something different, and bulletproof your life. Until my next video, you take care of yourself and keep living that bulletproof life. Bye-bye.